I don't know how much battery power I have left on this, but I'm hiding. I'm hiding in this vehicle. I was just at my former in-laws' place on the other side of town. I thought I'd visit to see how they were, because one of them was a Christian living amongst a bunch of non-Christians. Hold on a second. Okay, I think they're gone. I had to quickly hide in this van. I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but I think I'm safe. The Holy Spirit told me to duck in here for a little while. But anyway, the story was when when Amos was talking about how things are going to be in the last days, where there's just you can't trust anybody, and there's no safety, there's no security. Well, I went to visit them. I took a good half day. I started off before sunrise, and I got to their place on the other side of town just after lunch, between lunch and supper. And by the time the sun was setting, I just saw the whole family. They just turned on each other. It's crazy. Amos was talking about how in those days where a person can be running from a lion and think he's safe, only to turn a corner and meet a bear. Or how he can think that he's safe in his house and he rests his hand on the wall only to be stung by a scorpion. There's just death and danger everywhere. What day is it? It's a month and a couple of weeks after the rapture. I think about 48 days, I think. But, hold on a second. I think they're gone. So anyway, at my friend's house, it was all fine. I think one of them must have taken the number, because he was just agitated the whole time. He was just angry the whole time. The other family members did their best to be civil, but I couldn't believe it. I saw 3 family members literally at their throats, choking each other, beating each other up, verbal abuse. It was just awful. They used to be such good people way back in the day. Even the one that was Christian, he's changed. He's not with the Lord. The Spirit of the Lord is not with him anymore. It's just awful. I saw somebody killed right before my eyes. And the other 2, I left the house as soon as the kitchen knives came out, and as soon as I saw that woman, her throat being cut, and the other 2, and the 2 guys, family members, they just stabbed her to death. There's such anger in the house. But I got it there as soon as I could. The Spirit told me to leave, that it wasn't safe there. I suspect the other 2 turned on each other. I'd be surprised if any of those family members are alive right now. I really do. But his side of the town is just awful. There's bodies on the streets everywhere. Bodies on the streets. The authorities haven't sent any sort of cleanup crew yet. You walk down the street, you see dead people everywhere. You see the house, you hear gunshots. I just thank the Lord that our side of town, is relatively safe. Thanks to the Christian population. We're still praying for each other. Anyhow, it took me all night, and I'm not even halfway home yet. But at nighttime, it's so dangerous, especially on that side of town. So many gangs roaming around, breaking into houses, dragging people on the streets. There's so much raping and killing and murder. It's just, it's awful. It's awful here. And we're not even 2 months into the tribulation. Anyway, I think it's safe to go. I should probably get out of here and make my way back home. Oh, Lord. I think there's enough power in this camera to